Here we go. Not gonna mess this up. Not gonna mess this up. Here we go. Ready? Hi.
Don't stay awake for too long. Don't go to bed.
Hi, my name is Noelle and I'm currently co-president of the Pre-Dental Student Organization at PSU with the lovely Becca. I'm running for the position of president for the 2020-2021 school year. For those of you who might not know me, I have a dog named Theo and that's pretty much the only relevant thing about me.
Don't stay awake for too long. Don't go to bed. I'll make a cup of coffee for your head. I'll get you up and going out of bed.
Yeah.
But on a more serious note, I'm Syrian and a first-generation college student. I'm a biology major at PSU, which is probably very similar to most of you. I plan on graduating next spring and hopefully attending OHSU after. When I'm not at work, I'm an expanded functions dental assistant and I work a lot, especially now that classes are online and I have the opportunity to work a lot. I enjoy things like hiking, tennis, anything outdoors, and I'm usually very extroverted, but I can be shy at first. I a lot of time don't know what to say, but quarantine's been extremely hard as an extrovert because I don't know how to be alone. It's not something I am good at, but I have definitely spent a lot of time doing TikTok and YouTube and things like that, which kind of explains a little bit of this video. I am running for the position of president of PDO because I have the experience from this past year as president, and I have been an officer for the organization since my freshman year at PSU. My college experience has been very positively impacted by PDO and the relationships I've gained through the group. I have so much more knowledge about dental school related topics, and I've had so many opportunities through the organization, and I just genuinely love the Pre-Dental Student Organization and I really appreciate everything it's done for me. So I want to continue serving as president to help the club grow as it helped me grow as a pre-dental student. I am qualified for this position because of my previous experience as an officer. As a freshman at PSU, I was an intern for the PDO, and then I became vice president as a sophomore, and now I'm co-president. I have had experience with different parts of the PDO, such as event planning, monthly meetings, reaching out to outside organizations, etc. I've also seen very different types of leadership during these years. My freshman year, the president was very MIA and not very helpful to the club. And then the last 2 years, the presidents were a lot more interactive and more focused on the club. So the last year it was Susan and now it's Becca and I. And they were just very good role models of what a good leader looks like. And I think I learned a lot from them. This past year, I had a very stressful year. I was taking the DAT and we had a family death and there was just a few challenging circumstances. And so I wasn't the greatest at being prompt on my tasks and getting things done on ahead of time or anything. I was not as present as I would like to be in the club, but throughout this time, I feel like I learned so much on how to balance my stress. And so if this was to happen again, I would know how to deal with it. I have started using calendars and reminders and things like that, on my phone a lot more. And I have made it a goal to be super prompt on everything. And it seems to be happening pretty consistently recently. I just have been really strict on myself about this because I know it was my weakness over this past year, but hopefully with all the changes that I've made, I think it would solve any issues that might have been reflected throughout this past year. And I hope I can prove that to you guys as president next year. As president, I would like to increase the number of volunteer opportunities provided by the PDO because I think that's a really important part of dental school applications. And I also think volunteer opportunities can be a little bit difficult to find if you don't know where to look. I also would like to keep the number of events at a similar amount to this year because I thought that was something that we did really well this year with having plenty of events where members could come, but it wasn't like going overboard. One event that I would like to do more often that I think most officers agree on is the pre-STEM social. I think that one went really well, even though I couldn't attend, but I did hear really positive feedback from everyone that went. So having one of those per term maybe would be a really good idea. I just want to make it so that officers and members could be active with the PDO without feeling like it was way too much for them. All of us are pre-dental students. We have a lot of things on our plate trying to get into dental school. And so I don't want the club or the tasks assigned to officers to be like way too much where they feel like they are like they can't handle it because they have schoolwork and it's like asking too much or whatever. But I also don't want them to feel like they did nothing and the position was nothing. So I want to make it so like there's a good balance between the tasks designated to officers and their ability to do their schoolwork and live their life and, you know, have a life. But yeah, I just kind of want to keep things similar to the way they are, but hopefully grow the club a little bit more.
If I was told I only had 2 votes and I was in a room with candidates 1, 2, and Noel, I would vote for Noel twice.
Thank you so much for listening. I hope you vote for me.
Don't stay